Welcome to Share Talk, the only podcast where investors come first.
Today we have David Archer, who is the CEO of Savannah Resources, which is a multi-commodity development company listed in the AIM market. Good afternoon, David. How are you?
Very well.
Good. You had some news out today about the 200% increase in the lithium mineral resource estimate for the Mina Barroso project. Do you think you could tell us a bit more about what this is and what it means going forward?
Sure. Well, we're really increasing the tempo in terms of our resource drilling at Mina Barroso, and the resource upgrade that we reported today is only the result of the drilling results that we had through to the end of 2017, and the overall resource upgrade by almost a factor of 3 relates only to 61 drill holes, and we've since then we've done over 100 drill holes and around 9,000 metres of drilling. So we think that this Mark II increase in the resources just the precursor to a sort of further upgrade later in the year. So we're very excited that we're seeing material increases in overall resource volumes, and that a lot of this material is near surface as well. So we think that there's a very large lithium mineralised system on the Mina Barroso tenement. There's a 10-kilometre long structural corridor that runs through there, and we've tested only 3 of a total of 8 pegmatites within that structural corridor. So there's certainly plenty of upside still available around the resource, although at 9 million tonnes it's now proving to be one of the largest lithium spodumene deposits in Europe. And we also supplemented the resource announcement today with an exploration target for the project of between 8 and 12 million tonnes, grading between 1 and 1.2% Li2O. So in aggregate, we're providing guidance around a potential project target of something like 20 million tonnes, which is would be a globally significant mineral resource.
You also defined an initial exploration target for the Grandao and the Reservatorio deposits. Would you be able to talk us through this a bit?
Yeah, well, we certainly hope to also be able to increase the exploration target as well. We're seeing with the drilling we're doing at the moment a lot of sort of promise. We continue to intersect these pegmatite systems, so we think we will be able to expand the overall mineral resource there, and can say that very confidently.
Good. More and more global car makers are pushing towards electric cars, and in doing so, they're looking to lock in lithium for them. What does the future of the lithium market look like for you?
Well, I think it's very, very solid. Clearly, there's a very sort of material take-up of EVs by consumers, and that's based around both government mandate and edict. Cities such as Paris and London are mandating the introduction of electric vehicles. I think there's social compulsion there as well. People in cities really do want to see a better environment and better air quality. So I think people do want to move over to EVs. And finally, motor vehicle companies as well sort of recognise that this is a real imperative, and the sort of technical aspects and the commercial appeal of electric vehicles are actually increasing. The total cost of ownership is going down, the capital cost of electric vehicles is sort of going down, and of course the range is going up at the same time. So we're going to reach a crossover point where, on a total cost of ownership basis, EVs can compare very favourably with internal combustion engined in motor vehicles. So I think that provides a very sort of good setting for increases in demand for lithium, which is a key component in batteries and will be for decades to come.
Right, and with things developing nicely in Portugal, what else can we look out for over the next few months?
Well, I think one of the key things is that we will be going out and socialising our project with the global lithium value chain, both of the motor vehicle manufacturers, the processors of these lithium spodumene concentrates, and probably some of the downstream consumers. There are companies like Apple, for example, that are already sort of talking about lithium as being an important planning element for them. So we'll be looking also at securing offtakes for the lithium spodumene as well. So it should be a deal-rich environment, and certainly there's an enormous amount of focus by all of the components in the lithium value chain on the upstream portion being mining, and we're in a very solid position here in Europe where there's an enormous growing demand for lithium from the motor vehicle industry, for example.
Oh, it's good to hear. It's not just cars, it's phones as well that you're looking at.
Yep.
Good. Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us today, David, and hopefully we'll speak again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website for more news and other podcasts at www.share-talk.com.